up guys, Corrupto Diablo here again with another Valheim mod tutorial. This time I wanted to show you guys another way to install ValheimPlus as well as many other mods using R2modman. R2modman is an awesome tool that allows you to easily manage and configure all of your Valheim mods. Also, for those of you that host a server on gportal that are still getting the incompatible version error while ValheimPlus is activated and installed to your client, stick around for the end of the video for a possible solution. I'd like to show you guys that, what helped me fix the problem at least. But I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this video helps some people out. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so before we begin, I would like to note that I recommend starting with a fresh install of your game, just to avoid any issues we may run into involving any old mod files hanging around in your root folder and etc, etc. So to do that, we can just head on over to our Steam library. I'm going to right click Valheim here, browse local files, and we're just going to delete everything out of this folder. Uninstalling is pretty much going to do the same thing, but if you have old mod files hanging around, they're not going to be uninstalled by right clicking and uninstalling. So we're just going to delete the whole folder here, go out to Valheim, we're going to uninstall it anyways. When that's done, we can just install it again. Being such a small game, it should just take a few seconds. Alright, now that Valheim is finished reinstalling, we can just minimize out of Steam here, and we're going to go grab the R2modman Mod Manager. You can find that on their Thunderstore page. They also have a GitHub, but I'm just going to grab the one here by clicking manual download. Now once that's finished downloading, we can open up that zip file, and we're going to want to run the exe here. That's going to set up and install R2modman. Let's run that. We'll install this for me. I'd also like to mention that I am starting with a fresh install of Modman and Valheim, just to run through it all with you guys. Now that Modman is finished installing, we can just run it. And see here, Valheim is on the list. Just make sure that's selected. Click Select Game. And here is a profile selection. This is where you can create or manage profiles that you can have separate mods installed, so you can swap back and forth whatever mod you want to use at the time, kind of like a loadout in Call of Duty or whatever kind of games. So we're going to select the default profile here. As you can see, we have 0 mods installed. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to this online section. This is where the list of mods are that you can actually install very easily through this mod manager. We're going to grab this top one here. This is very important. We're going to get the BEPINEX pack. We're just going to click download on that. And now that should be downloaded and installed into R2modman. So to install ValheimPlus, it's a little different because it's not included here on this list. So we have to do it manually, but it should just be as simple as my previous videos. So we're going to head over to their Nexus Mods page for ValheimPlus, or we can get it at their GitHub. I'm going to show how to get it from the GitHub here. We're going to go over to Releases. And all we're going to need here is actually the Windows client zip. We're just going to click that to start the download. And once that's finished downloading, we can open up the zip. We're going to minimize this window here. Now we're going to go back to R2modman and find the directory for where all the mods are installed. To do that, we can go into Settings, and we're going to click Browse Data Folder. Now we're going to go into here, we're going to click Valheim, Profiles, Default, and in here is where BEPINEX is installed, and where all the other mods that you install with R2modman are going to end up. Now we're going to open the BEPINEX folder. Now from the zip folder over here, all we're going to need is this config file, ValheimPlus config. Drag it up into config here. Then we're going to go back and we're going to get the DLL under plugins. I'm going to grab this DLL, drag it over into the plugins folder. Now at this point, ValheimPlus is actually fully installed into the game. We can just head over to the R2modman again and go to config editor. This is where you can edit all the config files, change settings and options for the mods that you've installed. Now when you install mods, new mods through the online section up here, when you download these, it's not going to automatically pop up a config file into this editor here. To get a config to generate, we would have to start the game modded and get to the menu screen and just quit out of the game. And then when you come back here, there will be a list of configs for all the mods that you have installed. But we could just click ValheimPlus here, edit config, and you can see it's all nice and neat. Got the categories here. It's easier than scrolling through that config file, that's for sure. The original. But yeah, all the options are right here. We can just change what you want, click save, and to launch the game you would just click start modded up here. I'm just going to start the game just to show that ValheimPlus is successfully installed and working. Alright, now as you can see here, we got the big plus word in the middle of the screen here, ValheimPlus. So the mod has been successfully installed. Now if you want to install some other mods, you can just head back to R2modman and go to the online section, and they are very simple to install. I'm going to grab a few here just to show you. Look at the first person mod. More slots is another good one that you can change the number of inventory slots. We'll download that. And equipment and quick slots is actually another good one. It adds some extra icons here, so you can, some extra inventory slots, I mean, sorry. And yeah, it's a really good mod here, so I'm going to download that. And I think that's it for now, just to show you a few. Now, as I said before, the config does not show up in this section, so we're going to start the game modded. And then we'll back out just to check on the configs here. Yeah, so the configs were generated since we started the game. Now you can just turn them on and off and change all the options, whatever you want really. But they should be working. Just to prove that, I will run into the game one more time and hopefully not run into the incompatible version error somewhere. I'll just choose one of these random worlds here. Alright, let's check if we got everything installed. If you hit F5 to open up the console, you'll see it says ValheimPlus is loaded and up to date. Now let's check the first person mod, which you can activate by pressing F6. It seems to be working. And we'll check the inventory mod. We got all the extra slots here for our armor and utilities, potions, food, whatever you want to put in these slots here. And we got 2 extra rows of inventory slots by default, just by installing that more slots mod. But yeah, I think that's all I got installed here, guys. And now if you want to see a possible fix for the gportal server issue, getting the incompatible version error, just stick around and I will show you a possible fix for that. Alright, now we're over on our gportal page here. This is actually the page for the server that I host. Now if you've been running into that incompatible version error after activating the mod with this little button here on your server, then I'm hoping this fix will help you out. You are going to need a FTP client to access the server files, so you can delete some and repair the server to run this fix. You can find the instructions for setting up and connecting the FTP client under status. Just scroll down, it's instructions there. That's going to bring you to this page with very simple instructions on setting up the FTP. Now when you have that set up, we're going to go and we're going to create a backup of the server just in case anything happens here. So we're just going to create a quick backup. It's all done. We're going to go up to basic settings and activate the mod. Just click this little button here. We're going to click save, don't forget that. And okie dokie, your changes was saved successfully. Alright, so now we're going to go up to status just to check, refresh the server page. And now we're going to head over to Filezilla, which is the FTP client that I use. So I'm just going to load that up here. I already have the server information typed in. I've already connected to it, so I don't need to do that again. But there will be a bar up here with empty slots for you to type in the information, which is found on the status page of your gportal. So I'm just going to click server and reconnect. Now when you connect, it's going to bring you to the main root folder of the server. Now we're going to just delete a few things that have to do with the mod being installed before. And most likely this is the cause, just some messed up files in here. So we're going to delete BEP-INEX, doorstop, unstripped core libs, and doorstop config, and the WinHTTP. I'm going to just select all those, click delete. It's deleting all the files. Alright, now those aren't in there anymore, so when that's done, we're just going to close out of Filezilla. And we're going to head over to the status page here, and we're going to click repair. Installing the server over again. Now if you can't connect right after repairing, it probably just needs a few minutes to reload. But I'm just going to head over and try to join the server now. I'm going to go to Modman, start the game modded. Alright, now I'm going to attempt to connect to my server and hopefully not get this error. Already have my IP all set up. Oh, no I don't. So let me head over to Steam, my servers. Alright, it's looking good. If that sword doesn't pop up on the screen right after clicking connect, most likely you're going to be able to connect to the server. And look at that. We are in game. Server is all set up. The mod is installed both server side and client side. But yeah guys, I hope this video helped you guys out, and I hope you enjoyed. I would really appreciate if you could subscribe and throw me some likes. I'd really like to make some more content in the future. If you want to leave me some suggestions on what you'd like to see, maybe some mod reviews or some more tutorials on installing other kinds of mods, just let me know in the comments. I'll leave my Discord name as well if you want to hit me up with any questions you may have about this tutorial video. But yeah, have a good day guys. Hope you enjoyed.